Hey YouTube! Today, talking about Autostart remote key fob problem. Mine was not working anymore. I was trying to find some on the net. Looks like these Autostart 5-button carbon fiber are just discontinued. So I looked at eBay and by mistake ordering that one. This one is a 4-button Autostart remote. At first I said, okay, I will try to program it even if it's not the same thing, and believe it or not, I successfully programmed that remote. But to start my truck, this is the only button that looks like the remote starter. So I was pressing it, but the lights were coming up on the truck, but nothing happened. Okay, so I said to myself, I'm screwed. The lock and unlock button was working, but can't start the truck, so I'm screwed. So discarded it. So I opened up this one that was not working, and I had two not working. This one is short. As soon as I put the battery in, the blue light come on, and the other one, it's just not working. So I was trying to inspect them. Maybe visually I could find the problem, but I didn't find anything. So I was desperate. On the net, the 5-button one, maybe you can find some used one. Can't find any new one, but these are easier to find, believe me. So after looking around, and after maybe 1 hour, I said to myself, okay, this one I managed to successfully program it with my truck. So what comes to my mind after opening these two, this board comes from this one and this one, that one. I decided to open that one, that 4-button one that I successfully programmed. And to my surprise, what came out of this looks like the same board from these two with that center pad here for that button that is starting my truck. So I decided, hey, why not swapping this board into this key fob housing? And that's what I did, and believe it or not, it is now working. This one has yellow light. As you can see, this is the yellow light. The other two are blue. All these boards are Nahsaw 4, 433 megahertz. They're the same boards, but it's just the housing. This one, the 4-button one, not using that center pad. So just to prove my point, now this one is working with that board coming from this key fob. I will prove my point and starting my truck with it. Okay, so here's the proof. Okay, so gonna show you the spec from these two remote. This is the one I needed. As you can see, discontinued. You can see the FCC ID is Nahsaw4. My system is AS1785SH. And now I'm gonna go to, by the way, I'm at lockdown security, and this one, the FCC ID is still Nahsaw4 antenna SH43. And if you know, look at compatible with the system, my system AS1785SH is not there, but it's the same Nahsaw4 FCC ID. And if you look at the transmitting frequency is 433 megahertz. It is the same as the 5-button one, but this one has a blue LED on the board, and that one has the amber LED. And you saw it on my 5-button because I just swapped the board from this one into that key fob housing. But I have successfully programmed that remote first and decided to try that board into that key fob after realizing that there was the center pad contact for the 5th button on that remote, and it just worked. So if you want to know how to program your remote, there are 2 videos. There's one from Lockdown Security. Just look for Autostart remote programming and what is a hood pin. I'll just drop the address below, and there's another one too that is about the same. Autostart orbit replacement entering programming. So that was my Autostart remote key fob hack. If you have any comment, question, just drop me a line. And if you have any question, I'll be happy to help and answer them. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.